Hey there, wanderlusters. Planning a dream trip to Europe but worried about blowing your budget? Don't worry, you're not alone. Europe can seem like an expensive destination, but what if I told you it's totally possible to explore some of the most amazing cities without breaking the bank? Yep, traveling Europe on a budget is more doable than you might think. And today I'm going to show you exactly how. So grab a notebook, sit back, and let's get into it. Alright, let's be real for a second. Europe is one of the most sought-after travel destinations in the world, but it's also known for being pricey, especially with the cost of flights, accommodation, food, and all those must-see attractions. A lot of people think that to really enjoy Europe, you need a big, fat wallet. And I get it, who doesn't want to eat croissants under the Eiffel Tower, ride gondolas in Venice, or visit all those iconic castles in Germany? The costs can add up pretty fast. But here's the thing, just because it's Europe doesn't mean you have to shell out a ton of cash. The trick is knowing where to cut corners and how to plan smartly so you can travel on a budget without sacrificing the experience. So, how do you do it? Well, the key is to be strategic about three main things: transportation, accommodation, and food. These are the big ticket items that eat up most of your budget, but with a little creativity, you can save a ton. First off, let's talk transportation. Getting around Europe can seem expensive, but it doesn't have to be. You've got plenty of affordable options like budget airlines, trains, and even buses that can take you from city to city without draining your bank account. And the good news, Europe's public transportation systems are among the best in the world. Transportation. One of the best ways to save money when traveling Europe is by using budget airlines like Ryanair or EasyJet. These airlines offer super cheap flights between European cities, sometimes for as little as 20 euros. But there's a catch. You'll need to pack light because these airlines charge for extras like checked bags. So stick to carry-ons to avoid any hidden fees. If you prefer traveling by land, the Eurail Pass is another great option. It's not as cheap as budget airlines, but it gives you the flexibility to hop on and off trains across multiple countries, which can be a lifesaver when you want to explore several places. And for even cheaper transportation, don't underestimate buses like Flixbus, which connect major cities for very low fares. You might spend more time on the road, but the savings are often worth it. To accommodation. Now, let's talk about where you'll sleep. Hotels in Europe can get pricey fast, especially in major cities like Paris, London, or Rome. But guess what? You don't have to stay in hotels. There are loads of budget-friendly alternatives. Hostels are a great choice if you're looking to save money. And no, they're not all noisy dorm rooms filled with backpackers. Many hostels nowadays offer private rooms with en-suite bathrooms, so you get a more hotel-like experience without the high cost. Another great option is Airbnb. You can rent an entire apartment, especially if you're traveling with friends or family, which can be much cheaper than booking multiple hotel rooms. Plus, staying in an Airbnb gives you access to a kitchen, so you can cook your own meals and save on eating out. Oh, and don't forget couch surfing. It's a community where locals offer up free accommodation to travelers. It's not only budget-friendly, but also a cool way to meet people and get insider tips from locals. Food. Let's be honest, part of the reason we travel is for the food, right? Europe's culinary scene is amazing, but eating out for every meal can quickly drain your wallet. One of the best ways to save money is to shop at local markets. Not only is the food fresh, but it's also way cheaper than eating at restaurants. Grab some bread, cheese, and fruit for a picnic lunch, and you'll feel like a true European without the high price tag. Another tip is to eat like a local. Avoid the touristy restaurants near major attractions, which are usually overpriced. Instead, ask locals where they eat, or venture a few streets away from the busy areas for more affordable and authentic meals. Many European cities also have lunch specials, where you can get a full meal at a discounted price during the day, which helps save money compared to dining at dinner time. for attractions. I know what you're thinking. What about all those famous landmarks and museums? Yep, Europe is packed with them, but they don't all have to cost a fortune. Many cities offer discount passes that give you access to multiple attractions for a single price. For example, in Paris, the Paris Museum Pass gives you access to over 50 museums and monuments, including the Louvre and the Palace of Versailles. Also, don't forget that many of Europe's best attractions are totally free. Walking around Rome's ancient ruins, wandering through London's parks, or enjoying Barcelona's architecture doesn't cost a thing. And in some cities, like Berlin or Athens, museums offer free entry on certain days of the month, so it's worth checking before you go. So, there you have it, my best tips and tricks for traveling Europe on a budget. From budget flights to affordable accommodations, local eats, and free attractions, there are so many ways to save without compromising on the experience. Now it's your turn. Are you planning a trip to Europe? Do you have any budget travel tips of your own? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more travel hacks and guides. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.